Technology determinism is a reductionist theory, meaning that this theory reduces an older one to more basic terms. The term technology determinism originated thanks to Thorstein Veblen, an American sociologist and economist. Technology determinism aims to provide a link between technology and society's nature. This with the purpose to demonstrate that the development of technological artifacts and systems determines broad social changes. Technological determinism begins with the introduction of newer technologies that introduce various changes, and these changes can sometimes result in the loss of previous knowledge in the society. The German Karl Marx believed that technological progress leads to newer ways of production in a society, and this influences the cultural, political, and economic aspects of a society, thereby inevitably changing society itself. He explained his position with the example of how a feudal society that used a hand mill slowly changed into an industrial capitalist society with the introduction of the steam mill. According to Bruce Bimber, there are three different accounts: normative, nomological, and unintended consequences. The normative account claims that society is abandoning control over technology, or replacing political and ethical norms with those of technologists' goals of efficiency and productivity. The nomological account aims to define the two-part definition of technological determinism. Technology develops autonomously according to an internal logic and forces a prescribed social change. The third account is an unintended consequence, which says that technology produces unpredictable social change. This reinforces the idea that technology is out of control. Moreover, Bimber argues that the term technological determinism should be reserved for nomological accounts, which are the only ones that satisfy his strict definition of them. Changes in technology are the primary and most important source that leads to change in the society. From my point of view, I consider that this theory explains in a better way the influence of science and technology in society, since it shows how technology and its evolution have served to see the advance of society hand in hand with it. From times of ancestors where they invented the language and fire, to modern times where we create chips and robots with the purpose of making our work and role in a society more efficient. While social constructivism tries to explain the influence of science and technology on society in a way that technology and scientific advances are generated due to different social and cultural factors, so it does not see the development of technology as the reason of social growth. From the information society point of view, also supports the argument that technology determinism is a theory that better defines the influence of science and technology on society, since technology has allowed the increase in information that societies generate and receive thanks to the different communication technologies. According to what was studied in class and with the clear concepts of technology determinism and social constructivism, the concept of technology constructivism was born, which mainly tries to describe technology as a tool that society was able to evolve and grow over time. Personally, I align myself more with this concept, since for me, the different needs that societies have had are what make them create new technologies or have technological advances in order to meet these needs and thus be able to continue advancing. A great example to reaffirm the technology determinism is the internet. The internet has allowed the connection of millions of people instantly, being able to share any type of content imagined with a single click to a person on the other side of the world. The internet has changed society in different ways and has also evolved until the point to develop the Internet of Things that allows communication not only between people but also between different machines in order to act and make decisions for themselves. Some examples of these are smart cars or machine learning. Machine learning, for example, allows computers to learn by themselves in order to act in a much more independent way. The internet has affected the relationship between us humans. For example, in many families, it was a tradition to share what was happening in their lives at dinner time. And currently, at most dinners, the only thing that everyone does is simply look at their phones. This reflects how the internet has reshaped the way people act. Moreover, it has also affected the development of societies. Economically speaking, the internet has allowed the development of new corporations and million-dollar industries. For example, according to the McKinsey Global Institute, the internet accounted for 21% of the GDP growth in mature economies from 2006 to 2011.